Yo, Cthulhu the Cosmic Abyss launches on the 16th of April 2026 for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and also PC. Now, for those who don't know, this is basically a first-person investigative horror game set in the Lovecraft universe, where you descend into the legendary sunken city of Rilye while trying to maintain your sanity. There are currently two editions available. You have the Standard Edition and also the Rilye Edition. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down what each edition includes, whether the upgrade is worth it, and which version makes the most sense for your money. Before we dive into the editions, are there any pre-order bonuses? Well, you will be pleased to know pre-ordering any edition will give you the Sanity Skin Pack, which basically adds cosmetic options for the user interface, Noah's appearance, and also the customization for tools like the flashlight and sonar. These are cosmetic bonuses and pretty much don't really affect the gameplay, but at the same time, definitely a neat bonus there if you do decide to pre-order the game. But I personally feel like there's nothing in there to force you to pre-order. Now, moving into the editions, and first up, we've got the Standard Edition, which is currently priced at £44.99 or $49.99. But if you are buying this game physically, it's already appearing for around £34.99 over at retailers such as Amazon. So it's definitely worth shopping around if you do want the physical edition of this game, because you definitely will get it cheaper than the RRP. Now, the Standard Edition includes the full base game, and you also get access to the Sanity Skin Pack, as we mentioned earlier, if you do decide to pre-order the game before its official release date. Also included in the Standard Edition is just basically the full game experience, meaning that you get the entire narrative campaign. You also get all puzzle systems, all story choices and endings, and the exploration of Rilye and the full investigative gameplay loop. So while on the surface it may appear that you don't really get much digital bonuses, the Standard Edition is definitely more than enough. Next on the list is the Rilye Edition, which is currently priced at £49.99 or $59.99, which is around £5 more or $10 more than the Standard Edition. Now, this edition basically includes everything from the base game plus a few extras. The biggest addition is a side quest called the Shining Trapezohedron. This quest has you searching for fragments of an ancient artifact throughout the game's world. Completing it unlocks an exclusive ability evolution and a cosmetic hand skin tied to the artifact. So this is the only edition that actually expands gameplay slightly. The Rilye Edition also includes a digital art pack, which basically includes a digital art book and the game soundtrack. Finally, there's something unusual included here. You also get an official scenario for the Arkham Horror tabletop RPG, which extends the game's story into a role-playing campaign you can play with friends, which from my perspective is definitely a cool bonus, especially if you're already into tabletop RPGs, but it won't matter much for most players. So, $1 million question, which edition should you buy? First, I want to call out the main difference between the editions, and to me, it really comes down to three things. The Standard Edition gives you the complete story and gameplay experience. The Rilye Edition adds one side quest, the digital art book and soundtrack, and the Arkham Horror tabletop scenario. The side quest is only gameplay expansion here, and even that sounds relatively small. So, as we say, let's answer the all-important question, who should buy which edition? I would say buy the Standard Edition if you mainly want the story experience. You don't really care about the digital extras, or you plan to buy the physical copy at a discount. As I said, obviously the physical copy is slightly cheaper, so since you can already find the game for around £34.99 physically, that's likely to be the best value for most players. I would say consider, or definitely consider, buying the Rilye Edition if you really enjoy lore expansions, you want the additional side quest, or you're interested in the Arkham Horror tabletop crossover, but the core story and gameplay remains the same either way. All in all, I will say Cthulhu the Cosmic Abyss looks like a slow burn investigative horror experience focused on puzzles and narrative rather than combat. If the atmosphere and Lovecraftian storytelling lands really well, this could be one of the more interesting horror releases of 2026. For most players though, the Standard Edition is probably the smartest choice, especially if you can grab a discounted physical copy. The Rilye Edition is really for fans who want the extra lore and collectibles collectibles. But for those of you who may potentially be sitting on the fence and still not sure which edition to pick up, I would say definitely just wait for reviews and to see what the reception of this game is like before making that all-important choice. As always, do let me know your thoughts in the comments below as to which edition stands out to you the most. Will this be a day one pickup for you, or is this yet again another game that's adding to a crazy backlog? Because we certainly have so many games that is releasing throughout 2026, it's so hard to keep up. As always, if you did enjoy this very quick urban gameplay video, be sure to hit the like button, do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so before, and until next urban gameplay video, we definitely say peace out.
It's bringing me back.
You opened the door.
Relying.